Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name's Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And today we're taking a look at Camo Studio for screen recording, live streaming from your iPad. It does so much, and it's free. That's owed. Why, hello there. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And of course, I hope you're doing okay. Yes, finally, we're taking a look at Camo Studio. It's pretty damn neat. It's absolutely $0. Go get it. Go get it. It's yours for free, and you'll have a blast. We'll go through it. It's only going to get better too, I do believe. It is by once I get the right screen up here, there we go. It is by Reincubate. They create this, so it is an iPad-only app, obviously. So if you want to stream from your iPad, you can do this. You can get it from the App Store. It's absolutely $0. They have another app which you may want to download as well if you have another device, like another iPhone or a spare iPad or an iPod Touch or something like that. And that is Camo Camera. You can download this for $0 as well too, and it can connect to Camo Studio. So there is that. Let's say hello to you all. I'll get back over to this app here. Back over here. Boom. What's going on? Thomas Christ is in the house. I've got shit everywhere today. This is such a hard demo to try and demo while you're live streaming, folks. Let me tell you that. Jim, g'day. Justine, hello. Thomas Christ in the house. JDL, boom. What's going on? Jamie Lynn, Denise, hello, hello, hello. Who else do I see? Oh, Leela, thanks for the dump. I had you on the background. I was getting this monstrosity of a show prepared this morning. Thomas is doing the stuff and the things, the links, the super chats. So if you want to do that, you can become a patron, or you can do a Wart Warrior and become a member. Next week kicks off the new Wart Warriors member show that happens once a week. That's after Thomas Christ's Make It Rock. You already downloaded it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Doug, Kiddo, what's happening? Everybody's in the house. If I've missed you, I can't see all the comments. It's a crazy setup I have today. So one of the biggest issues I see on iOS is not being able to stream from it. And so many people complain about it. You can't even stream into something like StreamYard and using the browser. There's so many issues. And I've done a couple of demos in the past on streaming apps, and they just haven't cut the mustard. They're kind of underbaked, and they just don't do what they say they're going to do. And this one is not perfect, all right? So there are still some things missing from this, but iOS 26 just around the corner changes so much with the new audio capabilities, having multiple interfaces connected at the same time. We're currently on iOS, if you connect one interface and then plug in another one, it overrides the other one and becomes you can only have one interface plugged in at a time currently, yeah? So, but with iOS 26, that's going to change. G'day, Gary Hubbs. I thought you'd be interested in this show. So let me tell you how you do this. You just go download it. Let's jump over here. Download the app, absolutely free. The other thing I want to tell you is that you can actually use this. I know, right? Are you ready? With a Stream Deck. This is a Stream Deck Mini right here. This is a 6-button Stream Deck. Quite small. These things are really cute. They're like about $50 USD. About $80 Canadian. And this just plugs in, but you can actually use this with your iPad now. You can see I've got the XL Stream Deck here for the show, which is connected here, but this is connected to the iPad, and you're going to see this in action as well. So once you've downloaded it, you're going to want to open the Bizzo, and this is what you're going to see on the loading screen. Welcome to Camo Studio. Stream, record from anywhere. Share your console gaming moments. See more of your games and live video. Sounds good to me. Let's hit continue. You will have to do all of this. Give permission to all these places. I know, right? Let's do it. Photos, allow. Microphone, allow. Notifications, allow. Camera, allow. Network, allow. All good? personalize. It asks you to put your name in. This is not important. You don't need to, but it will just help for like creating tags and stuff. It'll already have your name kind of loaded. So we'll put Jade Starr in here. I can put a handle. We'll just put Jade Starr at. It'll put an at there, yeah. Let's see if it did that. Let's go at Jade Starr. Nice. And hit continue. And that's done. And here we are. So this is your like help section where you've got so much help. It's ridiculous. You've got videos. So you've got what's new. Welcome to Camo. So a whole lot of places to go to read about this. The guys have a fantastic YouTube channel with heaps of tutorials. Use this for streaming, use for recording. So you've got little tutorials you can click on and read here. If you click on like recording with Camo Studio, it'll open up the manual. So you've got a whole lot of videos within the manual. There's so much help. You really won't get lost. Hugh Caldwell, what's happening, my friend? You shouldn't get lost. Use as a monitor. You can even use this thing as a monitor. Not a problem at all. Treat Shift Skin. Hello. You've got some guides and tips. You've got Camo Classroom. You've got office hours. So this is their live stream they do, office hours. And they take questions from people. So this is a very small group of developers that keep this thing running, and they really heavily rely on your feedback. So if you've got this thing, you want to reach out to them, they've made it even easier now because they've put a little feedback button into this app. So you can just click it and send them a message and bother them. But yeah, this is your little help section. We can close this. Now, if you want to get back to that help section at any time, you can do so, and I've got to remember how to do it. I'll get back to the help section. I think it's up here. Open settings. About. It's not actually there. I'll get back to where it is. I know where it is, but let's start up here anyway. So we've got a full screen mode. This will show you what's happening. So you can see it straight away. It's picked up my front-facing camera on my iPad and my back-facing camera. So you can see back there my interface and my powered hub. There's a hard drive there hanging out back there. So if you want to get out of widescreen, just click up here. We'll go with settings first. Let's talk about settings. As I mentioned, if you want to send some feedback, look at this. Just enter your email address and just describe, hey, would you think about doing this? Could you add this feature? I had a bug here. So you can send directly to these guys without opening an email, going and find who they are. And they encourage it. So let them know. Brad, example, what's going on? Also, you've got, you can export your logs. So any crashes or anything like that, you can export them. And then if they need the logs, you can send them to them. Here are your settings. So you've got some appearances. So light, dark, or just the system, whatever you choose. You can go light. See, it goes, oh, yeah, I can't do light anymore. Streaming. You can see I'm already connected to YouTube. How cool is that? If I hit edit, I can delete this. Let's hit delete. And now I've got these options. So I can stream from here to YouTube, Twitch, Trovo, whatever that is, or custom. So if you want to go to like Facebook or Twitter or anything like that, or X, sorry, you can just put in your stream key and your RTMP server. So you can stream to YouTube using this. You could stream to Facebook using this. Very easy. You just need your streaming key and your streaming RTMP server address. If I want to go to YouTube, look at this. It's going to load it up. It's going to go to accounts@google.com, maybe. There we go. And it's going to say, do you want to use this? I'm going to say, yes, I'm going to hide that from you because you don't need to see all that. And I'm going to hit continue. And it pops up and says, open Camo Studio. And boom, I am connected. So I can right now just hit stream and we can go to YouTube right now. That's how easy it is to set up. Recording. All your things will go to your photo library, or I think you can come up here and you can choose another destination. So you could come into your iCloud Drive, you could create a new folder and call this like videos, like Camo, and then open that. And it's going to add that little destination as well too. So any screen recordings you take will either go here to iCloud, the selected place, or your camera roll. Easy. Want to delete one of them? Good. You can't delete your camera roll. It's always going to go there, yeah? Personalize, here's that screen that we put our details in at the start. Profiles, here's all the streaming profiles you can go to. Recording, 1080p, 30 frames. Streaming, 1080p 60, 4K, 16 by 9, 30 frames. Then we've got a vertical. So if you want to shoot vertical, yes, you can do that as well. And now this one is really important. This bottom one here, if you are doing any screen recording from your iPad, okay, you want to select 4:3 because that is the dimensions of the iPad. So it will record in 4:3. If you leave it at like 16 by 9, what'll happen is where your camera is, you'll be out of the shot and it won't be how you want it to be. So if you're doing any screen recording, you want to use 4:3, but we'll leave it on this for now. Stream Deck. Let's talk about the Stream Deck. Oh, I wasn't showing you that before here. So yeah, here are your profiles: recording, streaming, 4K, vertical, and 4:3. Stream Deck. Get it on the App Store. So if I want to connect my Stream Deck now, all I need to do is go to the App Store and find this app. This is the Elgato Stream Deck Connect, and I've already got it. Right, so it's free to download. I've got my Stream Deck plugged in to my powered hub. So this is important, guys. If you're doing this, you're going to need a fucking powered hub. Powered hub. This is a powered hub right here. You can see it's got an input here to put a power supply in there. Powered hub goes into your iPad, into your whatever, yeah? You need a powered hub to power these things. It is important. But we'll cover more of that in a second. So here's the Elgato Stream Deck Connect. I'm going to open this. The first thing it says is no Stream Deck devices connected, but I have it connected. So that's ready to go. Let's get started. And it says Stream Deck, get started. You're going to need to open the app settings and turn on this Stream Deck device driver. So we're over here now. Here it is. Stream Deck. And it's nice how it takes you all there. You don't have to worry about it. Let's turn this on. Maybe. Hey, dude, I'm clicking you. Okay, maybe not. Try it again, huh? That's wrong. Jesus Christ. There we go. All right. Do you know how many times I've done this? And it's worked perfectly each time. Let's try it again. Come on, bro. Really? Let's get started. Get it started. Oh, good God. I can't turn it on. Devices work in the background. Why are you not? Oh, there we go. There we go. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Hey! Why is it not going on? Let's try this. Oh, dude. That is really frustrating. But we'll connected. Nice one. I love it, man. You plan this shit all week and then it doesn't work. Let's do this. I'm going to fuck that off. Let's go in and remove this this thing. Fuck. Come on, dude. Come on. Come on. Elgato. You gotta love it. Live streaming. You need it to cross. Yeah, I need to cross my palm with a spot of gold. I'm not being pretentious today, Russ. So let's reinstall this thing, this Elgato. Hopefully we can get this sorted. Hey. Technology sucks. All right, it's open now. Give it a go. Get started. Stream Deck settings. Hey, yes, I do. Let's go. Do you want to enable? Yes. Hey, we're connected. Nice. Good stuff. All right, so here we are back over here. Let's jump back over to our Camo and go to settings. So the Stream Decks should be all connected now. Go to the App Store, go to settings, enable driver. It's all connected. Happy days. We love it. We're back over here at Camo Studio. So we've done that. Devices. We've got no paired devices, but you can do them. You can actually pair devices. Let's cover this now. So I might want to pair an iPhone. Hey, Mr. Smith. Hey, Driven to Ride. Joe Glenn. Hey. I'm sorry if I'm missing people today. There's a lot to cover in this app. So Basically, it says device. I want to pair a device, wirelessly pair devices, and they will appear here. So how do we do that? Well, I've got an iPhone here. Now, remember I mentioned this Camo app. Let's look for it, Camo. And there it is. It's called Camo Camera. I'm going to open this up. And you'll see when I hit the plus back over here, it says we need to use this. We need to connect the phone to it. So we're going to do that right now. We got multi-screen here. I can continue, allow the camera. I've got to allow the microphone. We've got to allow the local network. So everything's allowed. And now this phone is connected. And what I need to do is connect it to, I need to scan this. Can I do it? Can I do that? It says not connected. Open Camo Studio. Boom, 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 boom. And let me just come back over here. Camera. And, I've got to be on the same network. There we go. So I've got to make this happen. Okay. Get back over here. And we've got this. So I'm going to just line this up, take a photo. And hopefully that's looking for my device. There we go. And there's my iPhone 13 Pro. So I can also connect if I want, say, my iPad. I've got another iPad sitting up here, just here. See this iPad? So let's open Camo Studio for this one as well. And I'm going to, local network, get started. And now what I'm going to do is take this iPad off here. Don't worry, I'm heading somewhere okay, guys. Once we get all this set up, grab this iPad and we want to hit add a new device. And where's my camera? There it is. All right. So that's now connecting. Currently inactive. Boom. There you go. So now we've got an iPhone and an iPad both connected up here. Let me put this back up here. So now I can use these as cameras. Now they need to be on the same Wi-Fi network, just so you know, right? They need to be on the same Wi-Fi network. Back over to our settings. I'm just setting everything up now. There's our devices. There's our about information about the app. And let's get into it. Okay, so we're still heading across from here. We've got the help section. So this is how you bring up the initial screen we had when we opened this up for the first time. It's a little help icon up the top. This is where we can quickly choose our aspect ratio for recording or streaming, and we can manage profiles as well too. So we can come in here. Now, if you want to add your own, guess what? You can do so. Look at this. You can create a brand new title. So we'll just call it My Stream. Maybe My Stream. And you can decide from all of these options. Look how many there are. So landscape, you got 720 all the way up to 4K, portrait, 720 up to 4K, landscape 4:3, same deal. And then you've got portrait 3:4, and then you've got square. So you've got plenty of options for creating your own stream. You can go up here, landscape 4K. You can decide the frame rate. So you've got all your typical frame rates here, 30, 50, 60, all this stuff. And it's very easy to create a new profile. So you can get to that from over here. Also, if I want to stream, here's where I stream from. So I've already connected my YouTube account. It's already connected, all good. You can see it's connected. I can either select a broadcast, because see, tomorrow I have the Capsulam interview coming up. I can select this and then hit start and we're off. That's it. That's it. Or if I don't want to do that, I can do a new broadcast and start all over. And look, you get everything that you would get, most of, in the YouTube thing. So I could go, tap in here, live stream, description, blah, blah, blah. And I can choose a time, schedule for later, now, whatever you want. You can make it private, unlisted, public, and you're done. Good to go. Hit save and you're off. Easy peasy beneasy. Now, I really don't want to do, let's just set it for that. That's okay. So screen recording is next. So that's where your stream button is to go live. And here is your recording button. So you can see here, we can record from here, hit start. I can choose, we've got a folder or to the Photos app. As you saw, you can add more destinations if you want, completely up to you, but that's where you'll start working, okay? So what we are doing here is Camo Studio's pen. Let me get my pencil. So I've got my pencil now, right? Because there's another feature here, and that is this little button up the top, and allows me to draw on the screen. So I can draw over anything that is happening live. There's a little clear button if I want to remove that. Anything that's going on, I can draw, I can choose, so your little pencils pop up here. I can choose this one, scribbles. So if you want to draw things on your stream, you can do so. Very, very easy. And that can be found up the top here with this little camo pencil. Let me see if this works now. There we go. That's actually working now. Amazing. Amazing. More. Let's give it one more. There, that'll do. Right. So, drawing, super easy. You can do all that. Hi, Barry Glenn. Hi, Linifier's Web, Midnight Bandit. If I've missed you, it's a pain in the ass. I'm trying to get through all this shit, so you guys aren't a pain in the ass. It's just a lot, man. This app is crazy. So let's talk about scenes before we get into actual cameras and all that kind of stuff. Down in the bottom corner here, you see this little tray just hiding away here. If I pull this up, this is where your scene management is, right? So you've got all these scenes in here that you can switch between. They have given us a whole lot of scenes to start out with. You can delete scenes. I'm going to just remove this one. If you hold down on any scene, you can delete them. If you hold down, you'll get a bunch of options. So you can add to collections. You got duplicate if you want, undo changes. You can update your thumbnail. We'll get to that. You can rename it. You can export it and send it to someone. You can delete it. But you do get a whole lot of these frames to play around with in the first, just to load up. And you can add plus and create a brand new scene if you want. So you can name this scene. We'll just call it demo, hit submit. And now up the top here, it's created a brand new scene for me, ready to go, that I can alter. If I hit these little squares up in the top corner, this will bring me to the scenes kind of shop, right? You don't have to buy anything. Nothing costs money, but not everything is downloaded. So these are your scenes you'll see that you have currently. And there are lots of cool ones in here as well too. So down at streaming, you've got a gamer tag. And to download these, just hit this, boom. And you'll see it'll change to a tick. You've got professional stuff, like for sidebar, presentations, social media stuff, where you've got a little tag. So if I wanted this little Facebook one, you've got utility ones. And of course, you can create your own very, very easily. You can save them to your favorites and find them in your favorites folder. You can create brand new collections as well. I'll just call it Jade, and I can add things to these collections, right? So I could come back over to all over here, and I could hold down on this and say, you know what, add that to my collection. And now when I hit Jade, I've got a collection. So you can build a whole show basically in this. An entire freaking show. There we go. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, that's all cool. There we go. So absolutely, you can build a full set of scenes, and it's good to go. You want to get out? Oh, up here we've got filters. So if you want to add filters to your photo, to your video of yourself, we'll get to that. You've actually got filters in here, and you can add background photos as well. So these are a bunch of background photos that you've already got, and you can add new photos whenever you want as well too. So I could add this failed YouTube thumbnail I was going to use, and there is a background. So you can import your own stuff from the Photos library or from your Files app. Super, super easy. And, you know, everything's set out for you. There's a whole bunch of nature stuff and photos in here, abstract stuff as well for you to download. Seven Dust, thank you so much. That's very kind of you to send a bunch of memberships. Covered by CQ, what's happening? Awesome. So these are your backgrounds, your filters, your scenes. So a whole lot of customization, yeah? Whole lot of customization. Let's get into, and you'll see now, those tags that I downloaded, they've been added in here. And this is how easy it is to switch scenes, yeah? But it gets more funner because, as I mentioned at the start, remember, we added the Stream Deck to this. And look, see, now that I've connected it, I didn't even have to do anything. It's already populated with pictures. So I can, it's hard to see, but I can move through, and the pictures change. I can change scenes. Let's give you a double shot. So if I hit this button, we're going to change scenes. Whoop, that one, this one. I can move through the scenes and swap them all out. So there we go. We're switching through scenes. So this works really well. And even on the Stream Deck, it's got a whole lot of buttons for streaming. This one's set to YouTube. So if I hit that, that'll start streaming. If I hit this one, it'll start screen recording. Let me go full screen so you can see that. If I hit this one, it'll mute my mic. We've got left and rights here. So more things, add text, add a new image, markup. So it's all fully connected to the Stream Deck. So you can basically sit there and tap and switch scenes. $50 little piece of kit now works on your iPad. Very, 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 very impressive. Let me tell you that. So let's get into setting up a scene, cameras, and the multiple ways you can use this. I'll just bounce back here to this this YouTube one we've got here. So, all right, you've got over here top tabs. These are your tabs, and you can see as we flick through them, look at that. I've even got the chat going over here. I can see you guys in the chat, even though I'm not streaming yet, right? Because I've chosen today's stream, the chat is actually happening over here live on my iPad. So if someone types something now, we should see it appear in this chat here. It's ready to go. It's even got top fans up here. You can even change. Can we change to Thingo chat? Doesn't look like it. Oh, yeah. We can even go to live chat. How good is that? That is wild. And there's Denise's comment that just popped up down there. Boom. So not a problem reading the comments when you're streaming through this, baby. Pretty damn good. So this is the last tab over here, which, hey, come back. So this is when you're streaming, you'll go to this last tab here. And yeah, you can always use an iPad mini, but it's not tactile and it sucks. I've tried it. It just isn't as good as a real Stream Deck. Once you've got a real Stream Deck, you can't go back, in my opinion. All right, so these 4 tabs, here they are. So the first one is cameras. The second one is audio. The third one is arrangement. So you can arrange your tabs and arrange your text and move things around and do all that stuff. Let's kick off and take camera 2 here, which is off. And so up the top here, you can choose between a camera, an external video source, apps on this iPad. Just remember that. This is the killer, or off. And they're both off at the moment. So if I bring a camera back in, once you choose one, then there'll be a sub device that'll load here. So you've got your type, and then we've got a device underneath. So when I click here, look at all these devices I get to choose from. So I can go with my back camera. You can see just a normal back camera. I can go with an ultra wide back camera because this is my iPad M2 Pro. And you can see there's my powered hub back there. Yes, I know it's messy back there, whatever. I don't really care. Ultra wide, or I can choose the ultra wide front camera. Hello. There's the ultra wide front camera picking me up crystal clear. Looks lovely. Or I can go with the 13. What about the iPad 2017? Is that going to work? Let's see. Oh, it did. Look at that. So now I'm going through the iPad, which is sitting over here. And I can aim that if I want, move that around. So there's another camera I've got set up. I can use the back camera for this. So this is it's a little this is a 2017 iPad. Yeah. Or I might want to say, you know what, I don't want to go with the iPad over there for my camera. I like to go with my iPhone because I connected that. So let's come back over here and hit iPhone 13 Pro, select a camera, and we got, look, front ultra. And let's bring, there it is. Is it connected? We want to go here. Camera. We want to go, hey. Where's my, it's gone. Are you still connected? Oh, it's because this is connected. That's inactive. Let's go camera, select a device. I'll make sure this is paired. It's not paired. Nice one. Repair that. Boom. This is wild. Are we good? Looking for devices. Is it on the same network? Maybe it's not on the same network. It's not on the same network. Make sure, folks, your devices are all on the same network for this kind of thing, or you'll get a problem like I am right now. Connecting, baby. We are connected. Let's go back to Camo camera. And now we're connected. Good. So I can pick now the iPhone 13 Pro. I can pick wide. Can we go selfie? Hey, is it connecting? That one's not connected. This one's connected. It's all happened. It says it's connected. Let's do this. Let's go off. Boom. Can we try the back? For some reason, I don't know, man. Here's the deal. What I need to tell you guys, you're going to see some fluffs today because I'm streaming at the moment and I have fucking shit connected and I'm trying to do this at the same time. So it's not going to be perfect the way we're doing shit today. It just is what it is. We'll make sure that's going to connect this time. No, we're not getting anything. It's connecting to the camera, but for some reason, I'm not getting a connection. In fact, let's try this. So we've got a lot of shit open here. And let's go camera, phone 13. Okay, and it's not working. We love it. We'll try it on this one. Me. Nah, I can't get it working today. So, live demos. All right, let's show you other devices because we had, I'm going to click back over here to our camera. Oh, that wasn't even turned on. Let's go back to 2. Hey, come on, Jade, get it together. So let's go to our front camera. Here's our front camera. And this is on the iPad. So now, audio. Oh, well, let's go through the stuff with the camera. Man, this is a lot to fit in one show. Background. So now that we've got our camera set up here, this one camera, we've got background options. I can remove the background. Maybe. There we go. Remove background. So our background is removed. Why is there a picture of that there? So look at that. That's, now it's not perfect, but that's pretty sick to be able to remove the background like that on the iPad. We can do a portrait. So we've blurred out the background. Nice. And we can come over here and use privacy. So it'll totally private out the background if you want. And we have replace. So now I have a green screen set up here. I can put in a background if I want. And once you choose replace, you are given the option to choose a background. So now I can choose one of the images they offer. Or I can put whatever I want in there from my gallery, from my photo library. I can put in something like this. Let's do that. There we go. So live screen removal from your iPad. Remember, it's just a click of a button before we go live and start streaming. Super good. What else can we do with this? Let's go back to normal. We've got spotlight. So if you're in a situation with lighting that isn't so good, but you want to just make your face a little bit brighter and stand out, we can do that. Let's turn off these lights so you can still see me, but let's turn on spotlight. And as I turn up spotlight, look what it does. It's rad. That's so cool how it just highlights your face a little bit more, and you can turn that down. So super good there. We can turn off spotlight now. Let's bring on some lights. Filters. You can add filters. You've got a filter gallery. We talked about this before. Sun-kissed, popped, RGB, cool. You can come in and add your own filters if you like. You can choose from ones that are here. You can choose a filter gallery. You can choose a file if you want. So, you know, or just have no filter. They don't, you know, they don't make super differences. They're just typical filters. You can, once you've chosen one, you can control the depth, the level of the filter that you're adding to it, or you can just turn it off. Framing. Look at this. Woo! I can zoom in and frame myself better in the picture. Yeah. So you can do that. And if you've got something like the iPad camera, you're using that, you can use the auto zoom. So it'll start following you around where, oi, I've got telephoto on, ultra wide. So it will follow you around. Not perfect. Can we go with the, we haven't got that there. We can do zoom or we can do auto and it follows. Does it follow as well? Kind of, yeah. So there you go. You can frame, pull this back. We're going to follow. Let's do zoom. Oy. And if I go back here, it'll try to follow where I'm going. I think it does that. Hey, look at that. See, it zooms in and out. That's something that's built into iOS, not this app, just so you know. Pull that back. Turn off this if you want. You can mirror the image. You can rotate the image as well if you want. Kind of, you know, not something I want to do right now. But they are your basic camera controls for this. But what else can you do in here? Well, I don't want to use the iPad camera. I want to use this. I want to use a Logitech scene. This thing here. Can we use this? Can I use this thing? Now, again, I'm going to have to remind you. The problem with plugging in USB things in the iPad, especially how iOS is at the moment, is that when you plug a new thing in, the old thing isn't connected, right? So you've got to reconnect the other thing. So here's the C920, and I'm going to find where this is plugged into my USB hub. And I think that's it. So this is now turned on, and I should, in my camera options, have Logitech C920. Boom. There's my Logitech camera connected. You can do this with any bloody camera you like, yeah? There's my Logitech. That is connected, all good. So that's just a USB camera, easy as pie. Now, I might not want that camera. I might want to use like a Elgato. Do I have that plugged in? I think I do. The Elgato. Let's see. Let's see where we go. So we've got that one's plugged in there. That's that. Let's see how this one goes. Maybe. Now you'll see I've just plugged in my Elgato face cam and I can now switch between the Elgato over here. Look at that. So I've got a camera over here. And if I come over to our second camera, can we put the other camera there? Let's see what we can do. I can have both. So now I have my Logitech camera connected. This is this one here. And I have my Elgato FaceTime connected over here. And we're not even like using, this is all USB connected. You can see both these cameras. We can flick back and forward between them. Pretty damn good. Not too bad, let me say that. So there's that. Let's get rid of this camera. I'm going to turn this camera off. There we go. And we'll come back to this one. We'll select a device. Let's do the front wide camera. So we've got two of me here. But what else can you do with this? Well, I've also got plugged in my Mac. So because my Mac is, I've got a capture card plugged into my Mac over here, and that is running into the powered hub as well. So what I can do is come over to where camera is and hit external video source. Now, nothing's showing at the moment because I don't have it turned on for obvious reasons, but let's turn it on now. I think it's that one. And look at this. This is the EVGA XR1 capture card. Select this, and there's my fucking Mac right there. I can move the mouse around. I can even, let's do this. Let's load up, let's go for it. Let's load up Angry Birds. I am literally, folks, I am literally streaming my Mac into fucking my iPad to stream. It is bonkers. So you could do this with your Steam Deck. You could do this with your Switch, Nintendo Switch. You could do this with your PlayStation. And you'll see there's no sound coming through. But there should be. there fucking should be. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Oh, we got this, we got that, we got this, we got that. So, oh, it is coming through. So you can see there's actual sound coming through, right? So there is actually sound coming through. If I come over here and do pass through to speakers. There we go. Shall we? Now I can move my camera wherever I want. I might want to put it up here. I might want to put it down there. I can put it wherever I want. I can put it up the top. And we're off. We're playing Angry Birds. Check this out now. Now I've got no mic coming through at this time, right? So there's no mic coming through, but we can change that. Why? Because I can say add. Let's come back over here. And I can even connect I could connect to the camera. Let's do this. Let's come over. We've got our camera over here. Let's actually, listen to this thing going off. Now, I just opened my iPhone. Did you see that happen? Because my iPhone's connected, it now has given me a microphone here. So I can come over here and choose bottom. Hello. I can use my iPhone now. Obviously, we're getting feedback because I've got two mics on. And there's a little bit of a delay with the mic on here. But when you record, you're not going to get that. Now, let me show you. I'm going to screen record something. So let's, yeah, okay. Game Center, fuck off. Jesus. Yeah. All right. I'm going to hit screen record. We are now screen recording, and let's play the game. So I'm going to grab the little bird. We got sound. Whee! So I'm going to stop the recording. All right, I'm back. So that recording went straight to my phone. Let's see how it came out. We are now screen recording, and let's play the game. So whoa! Little bird. We got sound. Whee! So I'm going to stop. We are now screen recording. So there you go. All right, screen recording works cool. Let me show you something pretty wild. There's so much more I've got to get through in fucking 15 minutes. It's impossible. It's impossible. Cameras we've gone through. So up here, you can turn it off. Let's talk about this, the iPad, apps on this iPad. Firstly, if you're going to do any screen recording with your iPad and you want to use apps or anything like that, let's firstly turn off this sucker here. I think it's that one. All right, so now our external source is gone. I've unplugged the Mac. And it's still playing over there. Just give me a sec. Shut up, Angry Birds. Off. Go on. Okay, so let's do this. I want to now come over here and do apps on iPad. But for this, you're going to want to come over and change this to recording 4:3. And see, it changes the whole aspect ratio of this whole setup. Now, we've got camera 1 and camera 2. Now, if you're lost and you're looking at these two and you can't tell which one's which, just move and you'll see up here how you can see that little background. It's how it's blurred out is moving. So I can tell that's camera 2. This is camera 1. We're going to come over here and do apps on my iPad and you'll get this screen. So it'll go blank and it says your iPad screen will appear here to activate screen capture. And you'll say yes, start broadcast, and it'll start screen capturing the iPad. And you're going to get this horrible look of this, right? Because we're in here. Let's start recording. So I've got my camera down here, and the camera moves to the outside of the iPad, right? So you can actually see yourself while you're doing your thing. So let's start recording over here. Start. And now I'm going to bounce over here. If you wanted to do a tutorial on something like Logic, let's see how we can do it. Can we do this? Let's open this demo here. Wow. All right. Any sound coming through? Holy shit. So let's stop that and we'll bounce back over here to Camo Studio and stop this recording. Now, I don't know if I had a microphone selected for that, so let's have a look at the video, see how it came out. I probably didn't select a microphone. And now I'm going to bounce over here. If you wanted to do a tutorial on something like Logic, that's picking me up from my Can we do this? iPad. Let's open this demo here. Look at this. Wow. It's just picked up the mic from my iPad. Holy shit. So let's stop that and we'll bounce back over here to Camo. So you can see that you can screen record doing demos for iOS apps, video games, streaming games. It's super, super, super wild. If we come back over here to the audio, you can see what was connected there. We had the apps audio and we were using the webcam. Yeah, we're using the webcam for that, for the sound. But I can choose something else. Yeah, I can come over here and reconnect my my Rodecaster now, so it can pick up my Rodecaster audio and apps audio, and I've got this so you can see it's now picking up my mic. Okay, apparently. All right, so we've covered, so you can add filters to this as well. But if you're going to screen record, you will need to activate the screen capture. You can mirror, you can add filters to it, all that kind of stuff. It's pretty cool. So those are the 3 ways you can do cameras. Let's just come over here. We'll set this back up. We'll set this as a just a camera. Yeah, let's do that. Set it like this, front camera. Awesome. So there's that, and we'll put this one, we'll do a back. So now we've got this. Let's go back and change our settings. Back to 30 frames a second. We'll bring this one in. Number 2 on camera front. And there's our little image over here. You can come in here and fuck with the cameras as well, the shape of the cameras. Let's talk about that, and then we're going to round this up. So we've covered mics. You can flick with the microphones. You can flick between the iPad mic. So now it's picking up the iPad mic or whatever USB hub is plugged in. These three little dots allow you to pass through the speakers. So I'm going through my Rodecaster and it's coming back. So we don't need to do that. So you've got all of this going on, plus here is our tabs section, so our layers. So with this, I can pick things up like you would like in a photo studio app and move things around. I can, we've got an image here, we've got a background. You can add whatever you want. Oops. Hey! That crashed. Guys, if you're watching that, did you see that crash? So we're back here. We've got our tag. Here's where you can control tags and things. So you see your plus sign. You can add text. You can add an image. Choose a file. We can go whatever. Let's choose this Counting Crows picture. And now I've got this picture on the screen and I can move that around wherever I want. I can delete it if I don't want it. I can hold down and delete or arrange. Get rid of it. You can add from here shapes. So you might want a circle and you might want to put your photo in the circle or anything like that. You can, once you've added a circle, you can change the opacity, change the corners and make it a square, change the colors, the border width around it. You've got all these options and you can do that for all these. So we've got an image here. This is the Facebook image. We can even fuck with that, change the shape of it. We've got our cameras. So this is our secondary device here and you can see I can stretch this, make it bigger. I can go into options here. I can round the corners. I can change the border color. I can add a border around it if I want. And if I go actually over here on the camera and hold down, maybe, like so, you'll get the words arrange. And you can come in here and change the aspect ratio and make it a circle if you want. So now I've got a little circle of myself. Now I can hold down again, lock that aspect ratio back in. And now when I change this, that circle is going to go wherever I want. So really, really cool stuff. You can move it all around. You've got your second, there's my Jade Starr tag here. You can come in and edit this, change the writing, whatever you want. Change the size of it. Move this back over here. You can come in and change the text. So you can see here, you can change whatever you want. You can change the alignment, the font size. You can change the font if you have your own fonts built into your system, like this Evil Dead one I have. So you can change all your fonts. It's pretty wild what you can do with this. Your primary video source can be changed as well when you click on this. You can add a background underneath, and it can be a video if you want. So you see people on StreamYard who have like a moving video behind them. Well, you can do that as well here. You can either use the photos they have or come into your own, like this. Let's find a video. Can I find a video? Let's just use this Angry Birds thing we shot. Did that work? There we go. So we are now screen recording. So now I could take this primary video sound and have this over here and have a video running in the background. It's pretty fucking wild. Screen recording and let's play the game. I'm gonna grab the little bird. It's just bonkers. We got sound. None. Let's do that. We can make this our background again and stretch it out. Let's just stretch that out, make our background. All this can be customized and then saved as you like. Again, text, and you can even add web layers. So if you have things like in Stream Elements, every time somebody subscribes to your channel, and a little Stream Elements thing like Valerie Bart has on her show, and I used to have them as well. Every time somebody subscribes or sends a super chat, you can put that code in here and you'll get those alerts when somebody sends a super chat on your stream. So you can copy and paste web addresses in here to create layers. You can even add templates. Like we could come in here and take this image, this circle, or this, what is this? And if you want to delete any of these, you can just come in, hold down, delete. Let's delete this shape here. delete. Oh, that's the Facebook one. We want to keep that. I can also come in here and create something like an image, choose a file. Let's go over here to my documents. So this is rad. I just wait for my documents folder open. We got 5 minutes and I'm dumping it over to Thomas. I think I've covered most of the stuff. I'm definitely going to be doing more shows on this as time goes on because this thing is bonkers. It literally is wild. And it's just going to get better once iOS 26 comes out with multiple audio sources being able to connect and all that. The Stream Deck being able to connect. I mean, it's fucking wild. Hey, yay, come on, iOS. Jesus Christ. I think it's because I've only got like 50 gig on my... So I can add this. So this is what I use for my interviews, right? And I can come in here and add this frame and then come in and add my cameras in as I want as well, right? So I can put this in here. You can set your frame with a transparent background and then come into your camera as you want. Just for now, just let's make this, can we make it square again? And look, there we go. So you can add your stuff in here, have your normal templates. It's wild. It's really good. You want to go full screen? There you go. You've got full screen. You can also get to full screen over here as well. Helps you see if any edges are popping out. So you can see that edge popping out over there. It's not very cool. So we've covered most. When you're live streaming, when you're connected to chat, this is where your chat will be. You can add custom URLs in here. So if you've got other things like in Stream Elements, you might want to add them in here. Add a URL. There's your control panel. It's bloody deep. It's bloody good. There's lots of tutorials on it. And it's $0. Connects to your Stream Deck. You can use your cameras to connect. External cameras, external iPads, all this fucking shit for nothing. It is just incredible. So we shall, I think at some point, do another breakdown. In fact, what I might do next week is live stream from this. I will set up all my scenes and we will live stream from this. Let's just click on one of these. Boom. And that's that. So remember, quickly, snapshots, right? Snapshots. Let's load this one up here. So snapshots are interesting. You can, with these, you can save an image. So see we're on here. I can hold down on this and see this update thumbnail. It's set to auto update. And what that does is it auto updates every period of time, a minute or so, to whatever is going on. So I can just use the preview. And now you'll see this has changed to this image of, so now you can see what you're going to get when you click on it. I should be able to come back and undo all changes. Can I do that? You can remove the thumbnail, auto update it. So it's up to you if you want to keep those thumbnails. You can export these, load them up on another device. Remember, you can draw on these too. So I can take my camera here, make it a bit bigger, and I can say, you know, draw stupid eyes on myself and all that. It's really, really good. I can't praise it enough, but like I said in the beginning, it's not perfect. There's problems, and it's mainly around adding multiple USB devices, but hopefully with the audio sounds, that's going to get sorted out, yeah? So we shall see. All right, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching the show. Tomorrow we have a rad show. I'm going to dump you over at Thomas in a minute. Capsalam is here tomorrow. She's an incredible artist. We're having her back for another interview. You're not going to want to miss it. All of her new songs are amazing. Her new series, Touching Grass, is sick. We're going to have her on to talk about that. Thomas Christ up next with You Rock, and I will dump you over there. So, yeah, it's free. Go get it. All right. Do things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better. We'll all rise together. Stay awake, my friends, and let's out.